Hey guys, hope you're having a great day. We're going to work on a 2006 Chevy Trailblazer with the 4200 inline six, which I think is a great engine. Probably about the best vehicle I've ever owned, and I've owned a bunch. But one of the problems this has, or has had, is, and I think this happens in a lot of Chevys, is that when it's in drive and idle, around about 700 RPMs, it runs really rough. It has a sound almost like a motor mount's going out. It kind of shakes, but as soon as you put it, as soon as you take off, it gets real smooth. So it runs fine while you're going down the road, but when it's stopped at a stoplight, it gets really rough. It's almost like it's got a super cold engine sound to it, but didn't know if it was an air leak or I've had technicians look at it. I've looked online for a lot of solutions for this, or any kind of solution really. Can't find anything. So what I did, a couple things, is I did an oil change, and I changed the air filter out, which hadn't been done for a while, and even that made a big change right there. I did put different plugs in it. Didn't make a huge change with that. But just that maintenance really made a change, and I thought I was pretty religious on that. But I also did a couple other changes. It's kind of hard to get codes on this right now because I didn't want to pay 80 bucks to have somebody run me some codes, and go into the stores locally right now with this COVID thing going on. They don't want to go out to your car. I guess you can catch coronavirus by looking at codes on a vehicle right now. I don't know. But I did a little bit of looking around at this, and part of the problem with emissions on this is that there's two components that you need to change every great once in a while, and that's a mass airflow sensor, or if you can clean it out on vehicles, and then your manifold absolute pressure sensor. Locally, those are kind of expensive. I was able to get a couple pieces here. I'm going to give a shout out to Rock Auto. They just really have good prices on stuff. So I was able to get both of those for this vehicle for, I think, $70 total delivered, and they're good pieces. They're NGKs and Hitachis. But I'm going to show you where those are on here, because I really couldn't find too many videos that had much information about that. So I'm going to show you where those are at and what it takes to replace it. So bear with me. There's no editing here. Okay. So here we have the Chevy inline 6 4200. The mass airflow sensor on this, and I've seen people saying that there's not even one of these on this vehicle, but of course there is. It's just right here instead of the big round piece that goes in your air intake here. But it's right here, and I'm trying to get a little bit closer here. This is what it looks like when it comes out. This is the old one, and it just slides in there. And you can see here it's got two screw holes here, and so down here you have right here, and underneath here you got this screw. You take those out, and you use a 6-star or 6-point star driver to take that out, and it's about this big, not big at all. Can't hardly see that, but anyway, that's what I used to back the screws out. And then underneath here, when this whole piece comes out, underneath here there's a gray clip that disconnects the part from the connector here. You just put the new one in, you slide it in, shiny side up, put the screws back in, you're good to go. Now, as far as the MAP sensor on this is right here on the back of the manifold, and this is the old one that came out. You can't really see it on this. It was pretty dirty when I took it out. Both of these had been in here for as long as I've owned the vehicle. This engine has about 270,000 miles on it, and it still runs great. But on this sensor here, you got a clip here that you push in on, and then one on the other side here, and then this retaining clip pops off, and then the whole sensor it's just kind of fit down snugly into the manifold there. You just pop that out, you carefully loosen this retaining clip, your connector comes out, plug it back into this piece here, sensor goes down into the manifold, and you put your retain clips back on, you're good to go. Both these went in about 5 minutes. I mean, it took nothing to change both of these out. And I can say that the shaking has gone away. The rough idle is gone. So I've just tested it. We'll see how it does tomorrow. I did also disconnect the battery to let the computer reset. And when I can, I'm going to run codes and see if anything else comes up. So anyway, for the cost of running codes, I was able to just go ahead and replace these, and they probably needed it anyway. But that's where you find these two sensors. Hope that helped a little bit. Be blessed and have a great day.